a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC Worldwide and brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. 7 people were taken to hospitals Tuesday night after a car crashed into the Denny's Diner on Canandaigua Road in Geneva. Although firefighters say none of the injuries were severe, half a dozen people were taken to Geneva General Hospital for treatment, and one was airlifted by Mercy Flight to Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester. The accident happened about 8:15, and there were about 20 people inside the restaurant when the car came through the front wall. Police searched the area around Route 104 and 5 Mile Line Road in Webster Tuesday afternoon after something hit the side window of a commercial van. The driver reported something put a hole through the window and fractured the glass at about 3:30 p.m. He pulled off the highway and called 911. State and Webster police responded immediately. Police searched the roadside plus the area around Gravel Road and the hiking-biking trail along the highway. They weren't prepared to say if this is an isolated incident or related to the 12 earlier window-breaking incidents in Monroe County. The state has decertified the owner of the Medley Center as an Empire Zone designee, meaning Burson Properties is no longer eligible for state tax credits meant to encourage business development. Assembly Majority Leader Joe Morelli released a letter from Empire State Development saying it canceled Burson's credits. ESD says it found material misrepresentations of fact in Burson's annual report and could get no response from the company by either email or certified mail. Burson and managing partner Scott Conjal have fired back. They say Burson had employees at Medley Center until circumstances forced it to mothball the project. Conjal says officials know his bankers have canceled his funding but still hold a mortgage lien on the mall that keeps him from moving forward. He also says his tax breaks amounted to about $1.5 million, not the $4 million that Morelli claims. Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren's plan for an August football camp for city boys has run into a snag with City Council. Warren announced plans to hire Rochester native and former NFL player Roland Williams to put on a summer program for city boys ages 13 to 18. The Youth Mentorship and Empowerment Program would handle up to 500 kids at the Edgerton Community Center, teaching discipline and focus as well as football. The city would pay $250,000 for the program. Some council members questioned why the plan wasn't put through the normal city bidding process, why it was announced so close to the scheduled start date, and why it excludes girls. Mayor Warren says she thought supporting material had been shared with council. She says the program will serve an important need for the city. A police chase that began with a 911 call from I-390 ended up with an SUV crashing into a building in Rochester's South Wedge. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says a woman called 911 saying her boyfriend was chasing her, trying to run her off the highway. A state trooper pulled suspect Alton Morrison of East Rochester over, but Morrison allegedly tried to run the trooper down when he got out of his patrol car. Morrison then took off with the police in pursuit. The chase led into the city where Morrison hit a car at South Avenue and Gregory Street and then crashed into a building. The sheriff's office says he'll be charged with attempted aggravated assault on a police officer, reckless endangerment, and various other offenses. Tuesday was banding day for Rochester's peregrine falcons. Volunteers and state wildlife experts climbed up the top of the Times Square building Tuesday morning and carefully brought in the 4 young falcons, or ISCs, for classification and banding. OurFalconCam.com says the Department of Environmental Conservation found falcons Beauty and .ca have produced 2 males and 2 females this year. They're named Mercury, Nettie, Nor'easter, and Tesh. You can watch the falcon family at OurFalconCam.com. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages and happen to catch one. We post updates as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.